had some rest and now I'm walking to the Vatican basically. I wanna find a place to sketch a bit. I've never done it in Rome and I'm somehow a bit nervous, but we'll see how it goes. I walked through Vatican, but somehow didn't feel like sketching there, and I decided to go further to the old town and basically just stopped on the bridge to sketch this amazing view. Got my hands a bit dirty, but it was definitely worth it. I mean, like, look at this. It's the second day in Rome now, and yesterday was a lot of fun. I managed to sketch a bit, but just standing on the bridge, and it wasn't very convenient. So today I have a goal to visit some galleries and sketch more, but it's getting crazy hot. I think it will be plus 34, 36 degrees, and can be challenging to sketch when it's such a heat. So then I realized that I don't need to suffer outside and I can actually go and combine having breakfast and sketching. So I found this nice place and I had some coffee and pastry. There were not a lot of people. Some of them were coming by and just having coffee by the bar and then leaving. So I had plenty of time to sketch, to drink my coffee in peace, and I actually enjoyed my time a lot. At first I didn't know what to sketch, but then I noticed that on the bar there are plates with fresh croissants and also jars full of cookies, so I decided to try and sketch this, and it was actually quite fun because I like to notice all the little details and how light and shades are playing on the glass, so I did some good sketches and I'm happy with how it ended up. Found completely empty streets full of galleries. One is closing in 10 minutes. Not sure if I will get there on time, but there are other two, and then further along there are more galleries. I checked few galleries, especially I liked marble statues with tattoos. And then it was time for me to head to the park because I had in mind a particular place. So I wanted to go to this lake and sketch this building that you can see over there. While I was sitting on a bench and sketching, I almost got attacked by a rat. Basically, people passing by told me that there is a huge rat sitting behind my chair, and I screamed, we scared each other, and then she ran away. After I decided just to return to the hotel, have some rest, and then go out in the evening. For the last third day of this trip in Rome, I didn't have any plans. I was just walking in the city and basically looking for an ice cream. Then I decided to go to the Monti district area. And I walked to the Monti district, which is quite far from me. Ice cream was closed, but I found a super nice gallery of the local artist, and he's working here as well, so I met him personally. He has like a studio where he works, and then if you go downstairs, like in a basement, you can see his artwork. The name of the artist is Fabrizio, and he explained me that he uses resin, acrylics, sand, and wood to create his artworks. And I think he's quite a famous painter because his artworks are in different museums, and he even took part in Venice Biennale before. We spent some time discussing art and even ended up having lunch together there at the gallery. This was an absolute highlight of a trip. I'm very thankful for Fabrizio, and I got super inspired to come back and create even more. It's plus 36. I'm going on a train to the airport with a lot of bags and a lot of good memories, and I'm super happy that I did this trip. When it comes to sketching, I had the sketch pad with me. It's quite fat. It has a lot of papers and I didn't end up using all of them, so I can recommend maybe to take something smaller. if you also want to sketch on your trip. It has brown paper, so I don't know, maybe some of you don't like it, but for me it was kind of fun because then the white colors are popping up, and you can play more with the lights and shadows rather than you're just sketching on the white paper. What comes to other art supplies, I used this liner. I think it's not very good because it didn't dry quick, and then my hand was always dirty. I think this liner is definitely better. It dries very quick and it has very thin lines that you can paint. And I also used this white pencil and white pen to make highlights. Yeah, so my first sketch is this one, the one that I did on the bridge. It was difficult because people were passing by, the wind, birds were screaming, cars were making a lot of noise, but I really liked the view and I wanted to remember this view and this moment. Then I had two sketches in the coffee place. They are quite similar and I really like the style in which I made them, and I think that actually sketching little things sometimes is more fun for me than sketching architecture or something big, because of course it's more difficult then and you need to spend more time and focus a lot. And the last sketch, so I have only four, sorry, I don't have a lot of time. The last one is from the park, and I would continue sketching, but I was afraid of that rat sitting behind my bench, because after we scared each other and she ran away, then she came back and she was sitting not too far. I don't know, maybe she was trying to steal my croissant or whatever, but I didn't feel safe anymore, and then I left. Now when I'm back to Barcelona, I'm reflecting on everything that happened in Rome. I spent there around 48 hours, like in 3 days, and I think it was a great idea to go there. How I came up with this idea, I wanted to do a solo trip because of course I've been going to other countries alone, but there always was a purpose. For example, I was traveling for work, or I was traveling to meet my friends there, or I'm traveling with the family, with my boyfriend, with other friends and so on. But I think I never went without any specific purpose alone on a solo trip, and this is what I wanted to give myself as a gift this summer. Unfortunately, a few days before the trip I felt quite tired and I already had a lot of activities with my best friend who was visiting, so I started to think, why do I even go there? I will just spend a lot of money. I can rest in Barcelona, I can go in the restaurants in Barcelona, so maybe I just stay home, but I couldn't cancel for free anymore, so I decided to go. And I'm so glad I went because I don't know, it was just a great time. I had I didn't need to rush anywhere because it was my fourth time in Rome, so I've seen all the sightseeings already. Also, I knew a bit how to orientate in the city, so it wasn't so stressful. And I had no specific itinerary, I just wanted to eat and sketch, and this is what I was doing. I was leaving the apartment, the hotel with a fresh mind and looking for nice places to sketch, looking for nice food to eat, and also meeting cool people. I haven't mentioned before, but I had a portrait made by Italian painter for me. So when I visited Fabrizio in his gallery, his friend, who was also an artist, came by and they were like, oh, maybe we need to make a portrait for Alona, why not? So it was a very quick drawing. I think it took him maybe 10-15 minutes, and I think it looks really nice. I guess my nose is bigger in real life, so maybe he wanted to make a compliment for me, but eyes and lips I think are quite similar. And sitting there in the gallery with Italian painters waiting for my portrait to be made, I felt like in the movie. I don't know, it was so cool. I was like, what the hell is happening? What is going on? And it said that they had to leave early because they had my flight that day and they had to pick up a bag and go to the airport. But yeah, I will cherish these memories for a long time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that I inspired you to go on the solo trip. Art line drawing system, blah blah blah, definitely is better. I didn't mention before,